Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. So this is a short town hall to share a very good news with all of you. You may have read the news already or heard from your friends. So a few week-long speculation has ended in a very good news. We uh, announced yesterday that our PTL Express business, we are undertaking an agreement with Mahindra Logistics to carve out our PTL Express business and be part of the Mahindra Logistics entity. So a lot of you uh, have been asking this question and wanting to know. So I thought I'd personally share this good news with you. I also want to introduce to all of you. I'm joined by Ram, who is the CEO of Mahindra Logistics Limited, and also a few members of his team to jointly address all of you around a few aspects of the deal. So Ram is here with me. Uh, I am going to share a few things and then hand over to Ram to also jointly share some aspects and messages from his side. Um, so we all of us know that Rivigo's foundation has been laid very strongly in the Rivigo in the FTL relay business, right? We've been known for relay, but over time, last 4 or 5 years, we built a very strong brand on the part load side. With a strong technology, operational presence, pan-India presence, and customers. So all our hard work has gone into building a Rivigo B2B part load into a material player. I think it was the right time to find a right home for the part load business so that it can grow from our current scale to be a market leader. And I'm very happy and proud that we have found Mahindra Logistics as the right partner in our journey ahead uh, to ensure that B2B express business of ours can actually scale and be a market leader. There were a couple of design principles, and all of you have heard me informally before on how we decided together to pursue this path. I think first and foremost was about people. I think Rivigo has been a people-centric place. We have been very strong on day zero on our culture and ethos. Our leadership principles were carved out on day one. So I think it was very important for me and the leadership team to find a home which actually reverberates with the same ethos and culture as we have held strongly. So I'm happy to say here that I have known, of course, all of us know Mahindra brand. It has been in existence for many decades. But I've also personally interacted with senior leadership and Anand Mahindra himself historically, and I have found that Mahindra Group actually has the same culture and ethos as we do, and that was something which actually was a big tick on the design principle for all of us, right? It's a people-centric company. It shares the same values and principles as we do. So I'm very happy that uh, we could meet that alignment. I think second was purpose. Rivigo's purpose is very core to what we do, right? Making logistics human has been core to us, empowering pilots, empowering communities, our vendor partners, and everyone. I think, and whatever I have understood about about Mahindra Logistics is that their heart and soul is actually seeped into the same purpose. I think they also share a common passion around driving benefit of local communities, and that's something which I'm very confident about that we'll hold together. I think continuity for our customers was very important. We have built a large set of customers. Our customers love our operational service and our brand, and I think that was an important factor. And also someone who can be we very passionately build a technology-led brand, right? And tech is core to everything we do. So there's a lot more potential we can get to if we use our tech well. And I thought, getting on with a larger brand, we thought getting on with a larger brand like Mahindra, we can actually leverage our tech a lot more scalably. Uh, a lot of you have asked this question, or may ask this question, does anything change? Uh, and Ram will also add here, but when he speaks, but in my view, a lot of good things remain and a lot of great things get added, with this transaction, which is our technology, our brand, our vendor partner relationships, our customer continuity, all of this remains. But what gets added is the heft and brand logistics. What gets added is a lot of additional volume that we can pass through our network. Added is a strong stability and continuity to our franchise, which, as you all know, in partner load businesses is very necessary. What do we need to do individually? What do I need to do tomorrow? All of that. So I think we have to continue doing what we are doing. We are giving great service. Our business has done very well over the last couple of months. We've grown by 12%. Our gross margins are improving. Our cost is coming down. I think we have to continue doing all of that, but we also have to ensure that uh, that our customers, vendors, our people, everyone actually sees this transaction in the right spirit, and the handholding is done to ensure the transaction gets closed in the next couple of weeks. And individually, I think the teams have been talking. Dinesh and Sunil have been talking to the sales team. Operations have been briefed. I think in such times, there are a lot of sometimes a lot of rumors of way. We have to handle them very well, and we have to communicate as one strong team and make sure that the business continues to do well in the festive season, and also that the transition happens very, very smoothly. Um, what's the future of a PTL business and state of the business, right? I think, as I mentioned, uh, with all our collective effort, the business is doing very, very well, right? From in the last couple of months, we've grown well. Our margin profile has improved. We've added bunch of good customers. We have retained customers very well and gained market share with all the farming efforts we have done. You've heard me say this before, the PTL is a very large market. We are 1/10 of the market leader in terms of size and scale. We are also the newest entrant in this space. So there's a huge headroom for growth. The market itself is growing by 12, 15, 17 odd percent. But there's also a lot of market share to be taken if we use our brand and operational presence and technology really well. So I think there's a lot of good work we can collectively do to make sure that this business scales up significantly from here on. So I'd say great news, all the very best. If there are any questions or queries, please feel free to reach out to your leaders, to me personally. Don't let anything go unaddressed. If there's something in the market you pick up, please get addressed. So it's all happening in a very good spirit. I'm personally very happy with the transaction and how it is shaping up. So with that note, I'll hand over to Ram to share his thoughts on this and uh, take it forward from here.
Thank you, DG. I don't know if all of you can see me or hear me. Can you all hear me?
We
Yes,
can
Ram, you're
hear
audible.
you.
Yeah,
We can't. Yes.
Is it better now?
we can see you and hear you.
Okay. All right, great. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, DG. Thank you for kicking this off. And let me first place my appreciation to you and the leadership team, because I think the journey we have crossed over the last 8 weeks, I think you have probably crossed over many times over the last 7 years in many ways. And I think a lot of what we see today is the legacy of all your work. So I want to kind of place on record both our appreciation for all the work and also the way I think the entire process has gone, and kind of recognize that. So I'm excited to be here. I'm joined here, of course, by two of my colleagues, B. Sriram, who currently leads sales and marketing for Mahindra Logistics, and of course, Noina Borthakur, who's our head of communications. Excited to be here and in the middle of a decision which I think will help us fundamentally shape a significant direction both in our company's history as well as build the foundation for a broader leadership in the express space. Let me begin with I think why we are here today. We are here today because I think as DG announced, we kind of concluded on our signed on a transaction yesterday. But I think what we are here for is because ultimately we have great respect and admiration for what Rivigo has accomplished. And I think what you all have accomplished in the PTL business, I think we believe it's an exceptional business with very strong capability, a strong culture of operating performance. And despite the ups and downs which all our businesses have, I think it continues to shine in the minds of many of our customers, which I think clearly is a reflection of the intrinsic capability which the organization and all of you have brought to the table. And I think that's something which we are really excited about. We are also excited by the opportunity to welcome a lot of great talent, I think, to the Mahindra Logistics family. It's something which we are very proud about at MLL, and therefore I think, and everybody I've met, without an exception, I think in the last few months from Rivigo has come across to me as a really strong person, professional, highly capable, passionate about what they do, the very values which we treasure in our group. And therefore, I think, I'm excited about having the chance to have potentially have a much larger organization, which I think benefits from you and benefits you all, right? So today, to me, I think that's the strength of what you all have built, and we're excited by the opportunity for to kind of build from here. Now, as DG said, one of the questions which I think we've been asked, and I think all of you are thinking about as well, is what's our vision for the business? How do we expect this to play out in the coming few weeks? Right, and so let me talk a little bit about, or actually share some preliminary thoughts about that. Right, so for us in Mahindra Logistics, we are approximately a 5,000 crore company today. Right, and our vision is to be an integrated logistics and mobility provider. So we provide at the core of it a 3PL business, which is the largest part of our business today, but several other businesses: cross-border logistics, express services, last mile delivery, electric vehicle cargo, and of course our mobility solutions. And our goal is to have strong leadership positions in each of these and then integrate them together into highly customized and integrated solutions for our clients, which spans a substantial part of their supply chain. And therefore, from an express business perspective, our aspiration always has been that we want to roughly build 1,000 crore business by F26. Our own business, which we started building out around 3 years ago, has made a fair amount of progress. But it's the question really became about saying, do we look at linear growth or non-linear growth? And growth follows capability. Capability does not follow growth. So we felt that we should look at and combination, which I think really brings in a lot more capability to the table. As DG already mentioned, I think our long-term view on the macros for Express are exceptional. We think that post GST there has been a substantial growth, right? And as supply chains become more volatile or variable, as companies look at densifying their networks, part truckload or express or time-defined express is going to continue to grow at a fairly rapid pace. I think we're already seeing that today, but I think it will only accelerate in the future. So we are very long on the opportunity to build this business. We think it has very, very positive macros, right? And we think the Rivigo business and the MLL existing business provide a great combination. There are incredibly common areas in terms of synergies, and there's a huge amount of opportunity, I think, for us to combine both the businesses, right, and learn from each other and build an even stronger market leader for the company, right? What I think is most exciting about this is really about the fact that there are a lot of common things from a culture or ethos perspective. At MLL, we are very strongly focused on customers, right? We are trying to build an organization which is extremely tech-enabled and technology-driven. right, and kind of has the best of both worlds, exceptional technology to drive differentiation and strong physical operations to drive service quality, right? And that's something which we are very passionate about. I think we share a shared passion around communities. Our purpose is really around accelerating commerce and empowering communities to rise. So it's really about making our customers happy and kind of ensuring that our larger communities and the ecosystem of the logistics world also is empowered. And so in that sense, I think there's a lot of commonality between the businesses. And ultimately, our businesses are about people. They are not actually about everything else. It's and that's one thing that I love about the I think the purpose statement of Rivigo. It's about human centricity is at the core of it, and therefore I think we're really excited about the opportunity to have you all join the Mahindra Logistics family in the coming weeks. There is obviously a question what will change and what will not change. It is impossible to say nothing will change, but I think the important thing is that I believe everything which will change for the better. In the last 12 months, we've done 3 acquisitions, and one of the things I'm very proud about is that we have done all those integrations or combinations of those businesses extremely successfully. We have helped all the individual businesses we have acquired maintain their character and their strength, and we have actually helped, I think, make each of those businesses stronger. And therefore, we have a good playbook at this, right? I therefore believe that the way we are approaching this largely is to figure out how there will be a combination. Operationally, almost nothing will change for the existing Rivigo customers and businesses. In fact, we will probably leverage the Rivigo technology across our entire combined express business. We also intend to run the entire express business right under the Rivigo brand. And our express business's head office will be based in Gurgaon. Right, that's something which we are committed to ensuring. There will obviously be a significant volume upside. The MLL network today does around 18,000 tons a month. We also have an air product, and therefore I think there'll be a fair amount of synergy or just additional volume coming in. I think the combined volume therefore will grow to a fairly meaningful level. And I think will actually help both the businesses significantly from an operating cost perspective. We also believe that there's a lot of common processes and systems which can be leveraged across the businesses. So I think, as DG mentioned, we believe that while some things will change, I think they will change for the positive. And we see this as a combination of businesses because at the core of this is people and growth. We are not doing this transaction to kind of hold the business. We're actually kind of doing this transaction to grow the combined businesses together. So I'm really excited about the opportunity. In the coming weeks, I think there's a lot of work to get closing done, right? And the only thing I would reiterate to you all is that while all those things happen and there's some rumors, etc., in the market which comes in, I think what is most important is that we do what we are good at. Take care of our customers, deliver great operations, and if there are questions or queries, reach out to our leaderships and try and seek clarity. Some of our team members will be down in Gurgaon, and I know speaking for myself, we'll also probably be visiting some of our facilities in the coming weeks. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to look and learn from you. We are in a joint journey of progress. So I'm thankful to you all. For allowing us to partner in this journey with you together, right? And I look forward to welcoming you all, to the Mahindra Logistics family in the coming weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ram. We'll end this town hall here, and if there is a Q&A, please feel free, everyone, to reach out to your leadership. And good luck to all of us to close this transaction out in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you all. See you all soon. Take care. Bye.